Hi everyone, welcome to the next video of the tutorial series of the US 100. In this video we're going to be looking at angle beam probes and the setup and calibration of angle beam probes on the US 100 flaw detector. So first of all, we have our system and it's just turned on onto the standard page. We have a MWB60 probe. We have a nice little kidney block here to get us going. So the first thing we do, we have to tell the unit what probe it's using. So if I tap on the screen, I go down to the probe menu and I can scroll down and I can manually input the data, the same as we showed in other videos, or I can just go in and go to probe selection. Sorry, you can probe name. You can also put in the part number if you wish, but it's easier nearly just to go by name. And I'm looking for an MWB60. So I have an MWB60 2 meg and I have an MWB 4 meg, because it's the 4 meg probe I'm using. So that's set on up. And now we can start into our inspection work. Actually, sorry. We also need to tell it what the X value is of the probe. So I know the X value of this probe is 12 millimeter. So I'm just going to put this on in and then hit OK. Now the X value won't matter for this at the moment, but when we get further into DAC curve training and other higher level feature training, it will become important. So once you have the setup done, you simply can go on to your 2-point cal this way, or you can hit next panel up at the top. Next panel brings you over to your 2-point calibration. Same as every other calibration, we tap on the screen, bring up the calibration menu, and we have to skip the system, the parameters of the calibration. Because it's an angle beam probe, we have to do a multi-step calibration. And this particular cal block is 25 and 100. So the reference points are already gone in. If you have something different, you can put your reference points in. Again, you'll see 2-point cal source A scan. There's the option envelope here. We will do a video later on envelope feature. It's a really nice feature for this, but for the moment we're doing it the old-fashioned way. So the unit comes up, place the probe in 25 mil and hit calibrate. Now, I never set up my velocity in the last page, but that doesn't matter. I can do it now by tapping on velocity over here. Velocity of steel is in around 3,300. So I'm just going to put it in, but when I calibrate the system, it will get this a bit more accurately. So place the probe on the cal block. Let's get auto XX. Let's get our peak a little bit higher. So our first point, we'll play around to try and maximize the peak and then get it at 80%. Let's bring our gate up to 30% screen height. And I think we're fairly well maximized there. So let's say calibrate. And let's just bring our gate down and let's say calibrate again. And there we have our velocity is set to 3227 and our probe delay is set up. And that is your angle beam probe is calibrated and ready to go. On the next video, we're going to look at a new feature called probe angle calibration. Thanks very much.